moving into these higher vibrational frequencies, the newer 5D, there's a lot of conscious energy being absorbed in real time. We're all expanding our awareness. So I guess looking back on that, you could probably intellect to a bit of understanding that people, if they spend more time in their awareness, are not going to get really absorbed into their consciousness, which is not going to take them into those states of control and the outcomes that we've just spoken about.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, and in the same breath, along those lines, when you're meditating, by living in the past or anticipating the future, you are creating expectations, because that's what anxiety and depression are well, in some form, looking at the past and the future. So by stepping away from that, then you're where you can really feel the present. And we spend time not where we actually are.
That's a lot of anxiety.
Yeah, it is. Exactly.
It is, but it is something that the collective does deal with pretty deeply. And maybe if you're all energy healers here, and you work with people and clients and group settings, individual settings, various different ways with people. And so you probably see a lot of the patterns of the collective, right? The things that do come up frequently. And for as much as it's a simple answer,
Don't age as fast. Because when you're doing something fun, right? When you're doing something fun, time kind of flies, and that's because you're in the moment. You're in the present moment, and the more fun you're having, the shorter time appears. Well, it actually does shorten. It's just not as long.
It collapses. Yeah, it collapses.
Yeah, exactly. And for those of us who spend time thinking about the past and going over past events or anticipating future events that aren't maybe so friendly, that causes you to age, and it shows.
video games, because that's an industry I want to get into with my stories, making apps and video games based on my characters and stories and adventures. What is the Skyrim theme or container? Are you shooting people? Are you Legend of Zelda? Are we Halo? Are we Roblox? Minecraft? What region of gaming does it exist in? Andy. And also, what kind of snacks do you enjoy while you're gaming? Would you eat barbecue from Alabama with white sauce and cornbread while playing Skyrim? I hope the answer is yes. I love snacks. I think snacks belong with all activities. might have to pair them correctly, you know. Anyway. Oh, now I'm just gonna be hungry. I'm gonna be thinking about barbecue. We're gonna be rocking some pizza making. I kind of wanted to do a 30-day pizza challenge where I would just try to make different kinds of pizzas every single day. Like challenge myself to like make new kinds of pizzas. Also just because I think that would be fun to make. It's a fantasy. Oh, fantasy medieval magic warriors and dragons. Hell yeah! Ted's BBQ got that white sauce. I gotta check this out what this white sauce is. I am not familiar with this white sauce, but I am intrigued and I do love meat and snacks. So I'm all about it. Skyrim fantasy game. Sci-fi fantasy is what I write, so like I dig it. What is the? I'll have to check that out and what that gameplay looks like. Skyrim, very cool. Thank you for sharing. Ooh, and barbecue chicken white sauce. Ooh, okay, nice. But like, what are the sides that we're talking about? And like, what are the desserts? Are we rocking a pecan pie in Alabama? And how about Colorado? Like, what's up in Colorado with barbecues and snacks and meats? I hail from South Dakota, so I'm used to beef. Big old steak. That is classic deliciousness for me. Big old steak and some baked potatoes and maybe some green beans or something. What's up, fam? Tell me all about your favorite snacks. Then I'll get really hungry and I'll go have to go have some food. We have Texas barbecue just south of. Texas barbecue. Just south of. You wanna know what? South Dakota does have some great barbecue too. We do very, like, the Texas style barbecue at most places. But like, we have some happiest cows that just get to like free range live their life on the plains, just chilling. So they taste so good. They taste so good when you kill them. Oh, I have that. I love animals. I really, really love animals. And I love cows. And I love baby sheeps. But like, lamb is so good in Vindaloo. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I just love it. I wish I didn't want to eat the animals. But they're so good. Hello, Maurice. Hey, Casey and Maurice. Rack of Lamb. Hell yeah. Casey and Maurice also, Paranormal Investigations. We'll be posting some of those on my YouTube channel, FrankiVerse Cafe. Upcoming. Stay tuned for that. I love it. Wow. Rack of Lamb. Rack of Lamb. What are you a fan of, like, the lamb with? I like lamb in Indian food, but also I've had some really good, like, Italian food with lamb. Have like a rack of lamb and like a nice pasta with like a red sauce. I'm just gonna get so hungry, but I don't care. I love talking about food and snacks. It's one of my favorites. It's another reason, you know, that I like, yeah, 420 fun times, because it makes you appreciate food more. Hi, Scary. Hi. Bob joined. Hi, Bob. Hi, Kelly. We're talking about snacks. We went from dream interpretation to snacks, and I have no problems with that. I'm actually quite happy with that trajectory. If most of my life redirected from deep, profound thoughts to snacking, I think I would die a happy human. Personally. That's my thought. Also, if you're interested in this hat, these braids, we are creating and selling them on website FrankiVerseCafe.com and helping to make braids today for Haley for new heads. Very cool. Where's everybody jumping in the line from? We've got Colorado and Alabama on the map. That's exciting for me. Love to have some fam peeps from the USA. Hi, howdy, how are ya? Where else is everybody calling in from? That's kind of fun. Ooh, that would be fun to do. I use a cast iron, an oven, cover the rack in salt, pepper, thyme, and sounds like amazing. Cast iron. Why cast iron? Is there something about cast iron that makes the meat cooking like juicier, or you get a nice sear on it? Like, what is the value of the cast iron usage? Is it about the flavor? Is it about, like, I mean, I love cast iron. Usually I would use cast iron skillet stuff for like a breakfast, doing like sausages, eggs, hash browns, that kind of stuff. I love that kind of stuff. You still haven't told me about the sides. Are you eating cornbread? Are you making green beans? Do you rock collards? What are the sides? Also, I've always wanted to try, somebody once told me that they did a barbecue sauce with, they just put a full bottle of Tabasco sauce and a full jar of grape jelly, mixed it together, and painted it on the meat. Okay, the cast iron gives you a nice sear. That's valid. Potato salad. Yes. Potato salad all day, every day. Potatoes are magical and delicious. Cut the grease and fat off the lamb so it's not so rich. Where you're coming from, I get it. You want to have that flavor balance and that sort of richness balance. I'm down with that. I get that. Valid. I like where you're at, Tatted Man. I appreciate your cooking skills already. I think you're rocking some like very good choices. Cast iron, rack of lamb, thyme and rosemary. Where is your cookbook? Why are you not on it? Not HGTV. What am I? The cooking channel. You know what I'm talking about. Get on there with Bobby Flay. Oops. Oopsie, we've had a character switch apparently. Hi. I don't know who this character is yet, but I like her face too. Touch the button. Loving the snack sharing talk. Do so appreciate. I'm a chef, love to cook. Oh, I love it. Like a chef, like professionally, or by just like that's your identity nature, you are a chef. Because like my sister is not a baker by trade, but like that's who she is in her soul. She's a baker. Oh, you used to work at home professionally. Like, was it too like stressful? I imagine if you really love cooking and you have to kind of like have to do it because it's your job and you have to keep up with it, it gets probably a bit stressful eventually. I could be wrong. I do love cooking and food though. I was never professionally a chef, but I like to experiment very much. I mean, when you're 420 friendly, right, Roofer friend, like, you always want to experiment with the new flavors and foods because you appreciate them all so much more no matter what you put in it. When you love to cook and you cook for everybody else, at the end of the day, you're grabbing like a burger, and it kind of took a lot of the love and fun out of the cooking. You know what, I totally get that, 100%. That is valid. Like, I used to hand dye yarn, because I love yarn, and I love making yarny things, so I used to hand dye yarn that I sold on Etsy, and it was like the same thing. It was, you know, it was dye to order, and I had to make it when people wanted it, and it became more of like a chore than fun, and yeah. I get that, Tatted Man. It's a bummer when that happens. Man, the survival mode stuff in the world, right? Like, just damned if you do and damned if you don't. Sometimes it feels like, is there a system we could set up in society where you could like rock being a chef, just, you know, 2 or 3 days a week maybe, and, you know, cook for other people 2 or 3 days a week and spend 2 days a week, whatever, I don't know. There has to be a better way to integrate that stuff. I used to talk about that with my friend Casey all the time, because she was a great cook and she loved to do it too, but it was the same thing of like, she loved to cook for people and her family and that, but when you do it on a vocational level, it takes the fun and the love and passion out of it. It's like, why can't you have communities where, Okay, you have a small community and your job in the community is that you are a chef, but you're not the only one. Do for the wife, she's happy. I don't work as a chef anymore because I cook better meals now at home. That's valid. That's totally valid. I love that. Like, what are some of the favorite meals? Ooh, what's your wife's favorite meal? What's your wife's favorite meal? Do you know? Is this secret time? Do you know what her favorite meal is? I love this little kind of gossip secret time. This is fun. What's her favorite meal? And what's your favorite thing to cook? I am a soups kind of gal. Pretty classic, like witchy vibes, right? Like love making soups and stews. That's where I really thrive. Like soups, stews. Oh my god, what is that? Oh, 100%. No, I can't even say that word. Etouffee, a Creole dish. And Creole is that Southern and French, which is why you got that French word there. Etouffee. Oh, I know you're a real-time chef when you're using words that I can't pronounce. I love it though, I like it. I'll have to look it up later on the Googles and see what the appropriate pronunciation is. French, to smother because you poured it over rice. Oh, means to smother because you poured it over rice. Okay, very cool. Like, is it something that you put in meat? Does etouffee, is it a dish that can have like multiple meats or hey, thanks. I don't have, I tried to learn French once upon a time. You can do like different stuff and things in it. Is there veggies in that in there? Or is it, oh man, it just sounds like, it makes it sound like it's just a meaty veggie gravy that you just pour over rice. It sounds amazing. Shrimp, chicken, and dewy sausage from Louisiana. Shrimp, chicken, and sausage. Holy cats, that sounds amazing. I would totally eat that in a heartbeat. I love that. Why from Louisiana? Does Louisiana make the best sausage? Again, I'm from South Dakota. All three of them in there. I love that. Oh, my stepmom would do did she call it a southern boil or something boil? She'd have like shrimp and crayfish, some squid, she'd make some crab legs, and then she'd make like baked potatoes and corn on the cob and like put it all together. I can't remember what she called it. It's so good though. I love it when you have a dish that's got multiple meats. That's just fabulous. Fajitas, when you get like house fajitas that have chicken and steak and shrimp. Yes, all day, every day, yes. It's where the dish, all three. Oh, it's where the dish originated from, so they built their sausages and things to their food and their liking. I like it. Okay, very cool. Oh, very cool. I'm pretty partial to the sausage my stepdad makes from his cattle. And, yeah. You can't really beat home, like, when you've had homemade type sausage from like a small place or a place that like they do make it with their own meat, it like ruins you forever for store-bought sausage. Like you can never put store-bought sausage in your food ever again because it's not sausage anymore. You've had homemade. It ruins you. But it's delicious and it's worth it. It's worth being ruined for good sausage. Somebody's gonna make an awful joke about that and I don't even care. And I don't even care. Hello, Philip, hello. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it. I mean, but that's, I'm sure, what you love about, like, okay, what's the dish for you, tatted man? What dish do you love to make, but it's like the most effort? It's like the most input, the most pay attention, be precise that you have to do, but it's like the most worth it. Like the most complicated, but the best. remember when I first met my wife and she told me that when she came home
I really don't want to talk tonight, like maybe like we could do some hand stuff, but whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Or no, actually, I'm just, you know, whatever it is. You know, where are my boundaries? Don't, you know, I'm not doing butt stuff today, or don't touch my face, or whatever. You know, and then for what we do, there are safe words, which is knowing when you need to pause and do and creating a group of people that are choosing to not have kids for whatever reason. Because she's like, there's all these mom groups and parent groups, and there's all this stigma around not having kids, like there's something wrong with you, or you're not a real woman or man or this or that. And